Is this a marathon cast?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but
Well, I'm on my phone, so I might have to, like... I'll probably go out at some point, have a bath, you know, maybe show you guys me in the bath, then I'll get, you know, ready and whatnot.
Yep, typical nerd.
I'll show me cock this time.
Please do.
We're not live, are we?
Yeah, we're live, alright.
Bullshit, we are.
Yeah, we are live.
You didn't even introduce it. You didn't even go,
Alright.
Welcome to Living the Dream Stories post-show. Sammy's birthday edition. I'm your host, Sammi Carter, and I'm here with Modern Age Nerd.
Oh yeah, hey guys,
and
how's it going?
Chameleon Tours. And Chameleon Tours.
Well, I think that's pretty much done the duties for me, but
Yeah, you wanker. Do you wanna? I would like to start this off with Sammi apologising for his video to me. Sammi, tell the world why you're sorry.
yeah, okay. For those people that don't know what Nerd's on about, it was basically a review video I was doing for the episode on Wednesday, and I flat out said, because of all this nonsense from the former Doctor Who star and mumbo jumbo, kind of affected a lot of people, and that in that sense, I kind of mentioned it on the video, and I was like, oh man, I feel pretty bad for saying it, but you know what? I do apologise for that little bit of criticism that was on that video.
So basically, right, some random person on the Living Dream Stories Twitter account said there's going to be a former Doctor Who star appearing in Living the Dream Stories giving a birthday message to Sammi. They also said the episode's going to be 45 minutes, right? So.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sammi thought that this was like gospel. Sammi thought there's like some living the dream god, some god that controls the show that's not even him, even when it is his show. Me and him are the only ones who actually make the show. I edit it, and he obviously does everything else. And he thought some other random person was just in control of the show and just decided, wait a minute, I didn't say anything, Nerd didn't say anything, maybe somebody else is in control of Living the Dream Stories and getting Peter Capaldi to make a birthday message for me. Anyway, so I never said it. I released a nice little tribute to Sammi for his birthday. Guess what Sammi does? Uploads a video. I'm disappointed. Where was the Doctor Who star? It didn't even go for 45 minutes. And he's going off abusing me, saying it's my fault. I messaged him, Sammi, what is that about? I never said any of this. And he's like, oh yeah, good point. And then, this is what makes it worse, right? Someone has a fake Fraser Hines account, and they uploaded the video of Fraser Hines like greeting one of his fans at a convention or something. Anyway, they dubbed the fan's name with a robot saying Sammi Carter. Sammi sat there and thought it was frickin' real, right? These people are going, hello, this is Fraser Hines, and we would like to send a very special message to, and he like turns his head, he goes, and they've like dubbed a robot going, Sammi Carter, and then he turns back and smiles, and Sammy's like, oh my god, Fraser Hines said happy birthday to me, and he's going frickin' nuts. And it's like, Sammi, fucking hell, you're not that gullible. I thought you were over your gullible days. I thought we'd moved past this stage of idiots trying to troll you. I thought you were smarter than this now, Sammi.
Yeah.
What do you got to say to that? What do you got to say to it? What do you got to say to it, mate?
I do have to say, I think it was a bit gullible of me for doing that, but you know, that's
nice for you to admit, Sammi.
Yeah, you know what, and then worst case scenario was all this.
This what?
This what?
This what? I'm listening.
Oh, what a
This
cliffhanger.
what? This what?
To be fair, though,
What?
you know, even though he was gullible, it was a bit cruel whoever did that. Whoever said there was going to be a 45-minute episode. Yeah. They should have
absolutely bastard. But
I
the
do
real
agree with
admin's
you.
here. I've taken control. I've taken control of the accounts, and for anybody who would like to be part of an administration, they have to contact me first and basically run through some strict guidelines. But anyway, Sammy, without further ado, Sammy, tell us what.
Well, okay, so obviously me, Chameleon, and Nerd, before we came on the air, had came to some discussions of how the second half of Series 3 is going to plan out, because, you know, me and Chameleon had like a post show a while back, you know, having ideas of people like writing episodes and stuff, and then
So it was a post show, I think.
yeah, it was definitely a post show, yeah, and but then it was from that.
So basically, what Sammy's trying to say is that we've finalized these episodes and who's writing who. So if you want to stand by for the list, we'll read everything out. So episode 5, which is to be broadcast next week, is called World of Warmax, and it's to be written by modern.
Actually, correction. Correct.
What?
We will be having a double episode next week.
Really? Oh damn! I think Nerd's just cut out. What happened there?
You got too excited, I think. Well, in that case, we better. I'll leave it until he gets back, because he obviously had something important to add. So.
Yeah. But yeah. So the new title is called The War of the Warmax, and
No, it's called World of Warmax.
The World of Warmax. Sorry, I gotta pronounce that right. But oh, here we go. Nerd's back in now.
Yeah, we thought you might wet yourself there.
As I said, we will be having a double episode next week. We will be having, on the Saturday, War of Warmax. And then on the Sunday, we're going to be having the live show for you people, the call that never came. So, 2 episodes of Living the Dream Stories next week, kids. Get excited, because we're a bit behind the 8 ball, because the series is basically meant to be, the first half of the series is meant to be over by the end of May, and we're running a bit behind schedule, so this kind of pushes us ahead of the ball so that we can be ready to be finished by the end of May with the first half of the series.
Well, that's pretty good. I quite like that idea.
Yeah, it's lovely.
You know,
So,
I mean, originally it was going to be like beginning of June, but looks like end of May seems perfect, really.
I mean, the summer will begin and Sammy will have his time off, have a wank.
many wanks, I think. Many will be had during that summer.
What are you up to, Daniel?
Nothing really. Just...
Nothing really. Loving it.
No.
Anyway, getting back to the list.
Yeah, get back to the list, yeah.
Episode 6 which is the one that was just announced, the double episode, is written by... Actually, it's written by no one. It's a live show. That's The Call That Never Came. And then following that is Club Banger, written by Sammi Carter, which is sure to be a classic.
Club Banger! Gonna be a classic.
And then, of course, following that is The Weekenders, written by Modern Age Nerd and Joe Costello,
Another
with more
classic.
commonly known as British Cup of Tea. And then we will go on the mid-year break. And during that mid-year break, I will be writing a special called The Enigma of Sammi Carter. It's going to be wonderful and amazing, and it's going to take your breath away. And yeah,
It's going to be a classic. It'll be a classic.
And then we'll return with the episode Summer Days, written by Sammi Carter.
And if I'm right, the Summer Days is meant to focus from June to August.
What did Sammy do? It's basically going to be like exact same episode as A Day in the Life, but except set over the course of 3 months. So get excited for
I
that
thought
one.
it would be June to July because it seems to make sense. Because if we're
Well, no, it's June to October because we're not back till October.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Fuck, it's a long break. I think it's longer between the break between Series 2 and Series 3.
Wow.
Yeah, you got lots of time to prepare, I guess, for the second half.
So you never know what's going to come. You never know what's going to come in between the break. There could be plenty of little things that are chucked in there. We could be really busy between that break, doing even more series that are not living the dream stories. So.
But episode 10 is School's Out, and that's written by Modern Age Nerd, and obviously we'll focus on his leaving of school. And then episode 11 is a classic debate, and it's going to be a live show, but it's going to be moderated by Danyal. So, because there's not really a writer for the episode, so instead we'll have Danyal as the moderator, since it's a debate. And then episode 12 is Storytime with Matrix Lord, and that'll obviously be written by Matrix Lord, the Lord himself.
Oh yeah.
Followed by the Halloween special, which is Night of the Living Carter, and that's going to be written by Mo.
Classic.
And we do believe it's going to be animated, but we have to check Mo for that. And that's going to be followed by The Story of Sammi Carter, which is written by Sammi Carter himself. Followed by 18.
It'll be interesting to see what the synopsis is for The Story of Sammi Carter, eh?
I imagine it'll be quite interesting, Sammy.
Yeah, very interesting. Oh yeah.
And then episode 14 is 18, which is written by Modern Age Nerd, and you can assume it's going to be about how he comes of age and, finally gets to drink legally.
Oh, boys, I've chucked the belt off. I'm about to go into the bath.
Brilliant. And then we have a clip show, which doesn't really have a writer, but it'll be edited by Sammy, I guess, and that's called Remember the Dream. Then we have A Nerd's Farewell, written by Modern Age Nerd. I'm sure you can figure out what the title implies.
I've got an announcement to make.
Oh, that's very good.
Can you wait for me to finish this list? I'm almost done.
Yeah, but it's entangled in the middle of your list.
Oh, okay. Well, go on.
Well, I'm going on a ski trip for about 2 weeks in July, so there may be a exclusive ski trip special from Modern Age Nerd coming in the mid-season break.
Wonderful. We have look forward to that, man.
It's going to be called On the Slopes with the Nerd.
Wow, what a classic. What a classic. Yeah.
So, anyway, in the last episode is a special. Well, sorry, it's a special, actually, because the last episode is a Nerd's Farewell, but this last Living the Dream Stories video for 2014 will be a Christmas Carter, and that is written by me and Mo. And it's possibly going to be animated, or it'll feature some live action and some animated parts. So, yeah. That's that, really.
Here's the thing, though. Like, May to October, it's a fucking long wait for you guys. So, there's going to be plenty of little specials that we haven't announced yet. So, some surprise episodes are going to pop up. Nothing. Can you see me on camera?
Yeah, no. It doesn't seem.
Oh, good. I'm butt naked. So good. So there's going to be some little classics, just some little surprise episodes, but not like official episodes. Like there'll be no number on it or anything. It'll just be called Living the Dream Stories, and then it'll just have the special name next to it.
Well, that's
excellent.
Oh yeah, it'll be an excellent time to be a fan of Sammi Carter.
Oh, boys, I'm taking a shit. Boys, have a listen. I'm taking a shit. Oh
yeah. Yeah, John. But yeah, anyway. so obviously I'll be having a special, like Chameleon says, the Enigma of Sammi Carter will be turning up. And depending on whether I have any more surprise episodes coming up in the summer, that's still in the question.
Whoa. We haven't finalised this yet, but me and Sammy have been talking about this. We were thinking of standalone spin-off episodes of Living the Dream Stories to come in between the break, so it'll be like Living the Dream Stories / Hayden's Nerd Story Episode 1, or like Living the Dream Story, Sammi's Story Episode 1.
So if that's
Kind of
called
like
Sammy's
standalone
story,
episodes.
hang on, if it's called Sammy's story, does that mean what I've been doing during the week?
Yeah, basically, you can upload an episode whenever you want, but it doesn't coincide with the main series. It's just a spin-off of the main series.
Well, I don't see why that's a bad idea. I mean, Chameleon, do you like the idea?
Yeah, it sounds great. Is this going to be like a...
In other words, they'll be mini-sodes, basically.
Is this going to be like a Midday with Sammy Carter, is it?
All kind of, but they'll have an intro and opening credits. It'll be called Living the Dream Stories Mini-sodes.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it sounds
Living
fantastic.
the mini-stories. Living the mini-stories.
That's got to be.
So if you're on the wiki page, make an edit under Series 3 and say Living the Mini-sodes is a series of webisodes that air in between the primary series and between season breaks.
Is it Living the Mini Stories or Living the Mini-sodes?
Living the Mini-stories.
Alright.
Well, that is going to be updated on the wiki very shortly, so you can check out the pages as it's announced.
And in other news, I have finished taking a shit and I'm about to hop in the bath.
Wonderful.
Have a listen, boys.
Is that the shit or the bath?
That was the toilet flushing the shit.
Wow. But
Oh, boys, the schlong is out.
let's see if the page is up there, then I'll be able to. So like I say, it's going to be an exciting time to be a sort of Cardiff fan, and there's going to be like lots and lots of stuff happening, and I think everyone's going to have a good deal with all this. You're going to get you get minisodes during the break, which is up to October, and obviously. And then obviously from October and onwards will be the remaining parts of the series. Hopefully it will finish in time for around the Christmas break, where it will hopefully start. But But also, Chameleon, what's this about 26 episodes for Series 4?
What's this?
Yeah, because I looked at the wiki and I saw that apparently they've apparently some stuff about 26 episodes uninterrupted.
Has it been confirmed by a nerd, or is it...
That's what I was wondering, if Nerd's got any
yeah.
details on that.
Because it might just be another one of these trolls that was saying about the 45-minute and, former Doctor Who stars, so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Who actually said that the former Doctor Who star is going to be coming in?
I'm not sure, but I have a hunch I know who it is. I'll type it out in chat. There's this person that we know, that we're pretty sure we know who's behind the Doctor Who set reports and...
Well, but either way,
Oh, the bubble bath!
oh man. But anyway, I wonder if there's. I just thought, is there any more stuff that needs to be announced on this, or? Well, what about you, comedian? Any more stuff to be announced, or? Because obviously, Nerd's enjoying himself right now. That's why he can't talk. But
Fuck off, you wanker.
well, I thought you got anything else to add to
Dude,
your.
the fucking bar's so loud. I won't have the mic on because it'll just disrupt your talking.
Oh yeah, sure. But I think it. Like I said, I'm pretty impressed that that next week we'll get to have the 100th episode of the show.
And oh yeah, it's alright. Yeah, it's alright. I forgot it's a double episode. But
Wait, what's the 100th episode?
The call.
Call.
That's the one. That's the 100th episode.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
that's why it's going to be a classic.
Oh, shit.
You see what I mean?
Fuck. Have I been doing this for 100 episodes? Fucking hell.
I mean, that's just amazing. 100 episodes of Living the Dream stories. By the time next week comes, it'll be like.
How many of them are missing?
Oh, man.
About 45 are missing.
Yeah. So yeah, that definitely counts up to like 100 episodes by the time next week comes. We're going to be like.
Oh, boys, where's the British cup of cock? Where is he?
He said he's at his grandma's house.
Yeah. He's probably gone to his local library to put the Bible in the fiction section again.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But is it also safe to say that all right, let's clarify. So obviously next weekend we get 2 episodes. What happens to episodes 7 and 8? Are they going to be on the same weekend?
No, I'm guessing that'll be they'll just be advanced by a week, so I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing instead of if we're gonna have episode 5 on week 1, episode 6 on week 2, we'll have episode 5 and 6 on week 1, and then episode 7 on week 2, etc. I'm guessing there wouldn't be a 2-week wait in between.
No, of course not.
Of course not, no.
I mean,
Of course not.
But you know what? It's funny because a lot of people were suggesting to me on Twitter, you should have these episodes on iTunes and stuff.
No, we shouldn't.
Oh.
Who the fuck made that rumour up?
The same one that said about the former Doctor Who star was saying they're going on iTunes.
Fuck off. We cannot get that on iTunes. We're not a proper TV show.
It needs to be a lot more bigger.
Yeah. I don't know, the last episode got like 50 likes, so we might be close, maybe next year.
No, but like you can't. It's literally like impossible unless you upload it as a podcast. It's impossible to get up there as a TV show.
Oh, really? What's
Yeah.
stopping us from uploading it what's stopping you guys from uploading it as a podcast then?
Well, we can, but then, like, if we do that, then you may as well just release it weekly as a podcast. You know, why wait for the whole season?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Point there.
But who did the soundtrack? Who made the soundtrack the other
I
day?
want to know who's done
Yeah,
the
I don't know.
soundtrack.
Oh, that year.
What was that, Daniel?
No, just saying that I saw the soundtrack as well.
Yeah, who was that?
No,
We don't know.
They've got the theme tune for the
We don't know how
that
they've got. They have all the extended versions of the songs used in the in the episode, so it's not like they've recorded it straight from the episodes. They've actually gotten this song somehow. So
They have the full high quality versions.
yeah, exactly.
And they also added some Peter Capaldi birthday message, which was completely fake.
Yeah. Well, we don't know what the story behind that is, but yeah.
But I know that they did rip the theme song has been cut from YouTube. I know that for a fact.
Oh, how do you know that?
Because the actual theme song, which I recorded myself, which I made, it's only on my computer and it goes for about 50 seconds, not 20. I actually cut the theme song on the video editing program, so the actual file of the actual song is like 50 seconds.
So that one's been taken somewhere else then.
Yeah, well, the other ones you can find because they're royalty-free music by this guy called Kevin MacLeod. You can find them online, but how someone figured out that I used that guy's music, because I didn't even actually say that I used any music. Well, I didn't say that I used this song by Kevin MacLeod or anything.
I wonder if they use like a, you know, Shazam, that app for that app. I wonder if they use
something
like
possibly.
that.
I mean, yeah.
Could have been.
I reckon Sammi fucking did it.
I know.
We all know Sammy could do something like that.
Well, it could have been the British Cup of Tea because he did the actual art that he made for the season was used for the CD cover, so
yeah, but anyone could have ripped that though, because that was all over the wiki and Twitter. So
yeah, but it was a bit like the version that was released for the soundtrack was like the writing was raised a little bit higher and stuff. Because his was in his poster was in A4 format, and this little poster's only 600 by 600 pixels, and it's in a square block. You know.
Yeah, but you can edit an A4 into a square pretty easily. I mean, you just need to crop it in.
No, but it was long. Like his is like this new one's like properly like it's squeezed together like a square. The other one was like real stretched out. Like Living the Dream was right at the bottom of the thing, and our face were at the top. This is like it's all cut close together. Like he's just changed it to a 600 by 600 and just moved things up and down. That
does open up a suspect then, I guess.
The British Cup of Tea. He did a good job though. Just like if they're gonna do it next time, just don't say that I'm the composer of songs that I'm not, because it's like that's like illegal.
Yeah.
Because I did do the theme song, but that Peter Capaldi song, I don't even know what that is.
Apparently Ian Levine did tracks 2 and 3.
Nah.
But also, not a couple of weeks back, a couple of days ago, we had a bit of a topic going on Outpost Skaro titled "Living the Dream Stories."
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
That was crazy. A lot of people were saying how great the show was.
Yeah, we did Outpost Skaro, but we got to go into some episodes again.
When I
did see the.
I think the more you stay away from Outpost Skaro, the better.
Yeah, Outpost Skaro is a bunch of scams.
All I was saying is basically how surprising it was that people picked up on the videos and made a topic about it on the forum.
Well, you know, Sammy, you're internet famous.
Well,
knows you.
And I was sitting there thinking, good grief, these people really take notice.
Oh yeah.
It's a classic.
I think to be honest, right, a lot more people enjoy this reboot than the one from last year.
Yeah, because it's more professional, and you got nerds at the helm, you know, actually putting in effort into the show.
Exactly.
I think that comedy element. I think the comedy element is it's kind of bringing in a different audience.
Yeah, it kind of.
On the topic of that forum, someone called you a twat, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
someone said like they enjoyed the show, but they thought Nerd wasn't that great. Or
Yeah, a lot of people.
They said he was a twat.
Fucking wanker.
No appreciation for the way he put on the show.
Maybe I'll just leave then.
Oh no, don't do it, Nerd.
no, I mean, to be honest, I mean, even the comments that we get in each of the episodes have been amazing. And I'm quite impressed.
Oh, he's gone.
What?
Nerd's gone.
Oh, has he? Probably dropped his phone in the bath or something. But yeah, we haven't read out the comments yet from episode 22. Do you want to do the honest Sammy and read those out? Because usually you do that in the post shows.
Yeah. No, look, what we got? Better make sure. Right. So we have great episode showcasing the life so far of Sammy Carter. Happy 22nd birthday, Sammy from the British Cup of Tea. And
Thanks,
then
Joe.
we have a character called Ethan who writes, "What? Where was the Doctor Who star? What happened to the supposed 45-minute episode? This is rubbish. Living the Dream Stories fans deserve a better video to celebrate Sammy's birthday."
Well, it wasn't really your fault. It was someone.
Yeah, exactly. I think Ethan needs. Wasn't Ethan the same guy from the SCLE saga a while ago that complained and got the?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
This guy, don't know who he is. He needs to calm down, I think.
And then obviously we have a comment from comedian himself who says it's true that Ian Levine provided the music for the slideshow.
Yeah, I had to ask because I noticed that a lot of the music was disco themed, and I thought maybe Ian Levine had his hand in some of the music, but Nerd clarified that it was all royalty free. So there you go.
Ah. And then we have the interweb legend saying, "I wish I'd done a tribute, but I was doing some exams. I was stressed."
Next time, then. Next time.
Who created that fake Fraser Hines birthday message?
Probably Jacob. We don't know. We were discussing it before. I don't know if you were on the cast at that point, but yeah, we were wondering who it could be. Sammy's gone.
I'm probably going to get a bacon sandwich.
Oh yeah.
Get Nerd back in here. But yeah, other comments we have are from comedian himself. "My life is complete."
The episode meant a lot to me, so I'm glad I watched it.
And then we have Pissy the Clown returns by saying, "Disliking the video gives me permission to bang your mum in the..." Without any
I've got to ask, who's Pissy the Clown? Because I haven't been around for too long, so I don't really know who he is.
He's the famous clown from the Whovian community. Everybody knows what Pissy the Clown is.
Oh well. Oh yeah, who's Danyal? Do you know who this David Aston guy is?
I don't really know
Well,
because
he's a friend of Major Swords.
yeah,
He's certainly a character, I gotta say.
it was kind of before I kind of joined. So.
Yeah, I know he was replying to some of my comments, and I think last night I haven't laughed so hard in a while. So thank you, Mr. Aston, for supplying with me with a lot of comedy there. So
Yeah, then we have the Fezman saying, "Happy birthday, Sammy! Don't party too hard." And then we have
yeah,
Interweb Legend. What an episode! Life is complete. Oh my god, very good episode.
Sammy, what happened to your friend's life with your meal and your presents?
Ah, you're gonna see that later today. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll
Because
be
so
tomorrow.
far the episode is over an hour.
Over an hour.
Oh yeah.
Jesus. It's a lot of content there. The fans will be pleased. I don't think we've had a semi-carter video going over for an hour for a while, actually, because a lot of the newer ones have been restrained a lot to shorter lengths. So this should be interesting. Bit of a classic, a bit of a return to form, I guess.
Oh yeah. And then we have Dixie Cuppers who says, "I will pop your cherry when you come to the States to see me, sexy Sammy." And then we have Jack Massacre. With the following: "Happy birthday, Carter. I will swallow your soul."
It's a bit morbid.
Yeah, I think everybody knows who Jack Massacre is. When if you're a fan of Sammy Carter, it's the day when I was with Major Sword and I was scared as. Oh, that was a great hangout. That was. Wonderful. But anyway, they're all the comments, and but like I said, I'm really impressed that the episode has had 34 likes. Can you believe that?
A lot.
34 likes.
It's the most we've gotten for Living the Dream Stories yet, isn't it? Because I think episode 1 had like 25 or something.
Oh, hang on. Apparently, Modern Nation Nerds just messaged me saying I quit.
Nah.
Probably just a joke.
Tell him to stop drinking.
What?
Tell him he's not legal yet.
No, he ain't legal. He's 17, so.
Exactly. What a scoundrel.
Why is he telling me he's quitting for? That doesn't make sense. And now he's got a follow scope. What the hell's going on? Okay, that's a bit weird.
You are watching drama on Living the Dream Stories as it happens right now.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what the hell happened there. It seems Modern Age Nerd seems to have gone offline and don't want any interest for some reason, but...
I'm sure he'll be back. He can't live without Living the Dream Stories.
No, because, we've got all these mini-sodes coming up. It's going to be classic.
There's no way he'd quit now.
On the wiki now, the mini-sode stuff?
No, I'll add it after the post show, unless someone already does it now, like that. Actually, yeah. On the topic of Living the Dream Stories, there's this guy on the wiki, okay, and he has an IP of I think 86174.
Oh, not him. God.
What?
Yeah, carry on with Chameleon.
Yeah, we don't know who he is, but he's contributed like 90% of the stuff onto the wiki, and it's all like perfectly edited and very informative and hilarious. So whoever this guy is, if you're watching this, thank you very much. You're a legend.
Well, that'll be a bit of a mystery, won't it, that one? But
yeah.
But yeah, I certainly cannot wait for for people to check out these minisodes, because I think the minisodes are going to be fantastic. They're going to be like top class.
Yeah, they'll be classics.
Oh man, they're going to be brilliant. I think the world's going to be like talking about them like mad.
I think
By
so.
the time we get to the minisodes, I think people are going to want more of them because it's going to be that great.
Oh yeah, I imagine so.
But is there any more stuff you want to announce then, Chameleon, or?
Not really. I sent a message to Nerd to ask him what's going on with him, but he just went offline. So don't know what's going on there.
I don't know what's happening.
Must be having a nervous breakdown. I think the fame's gotten to him, and he just can't handle it anymore. So
maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know, but my God, this Hangout's had 2 likes so far, maybe 3 actually.
jeez.
Wow.
Oh no! What's this? Nerd no more. Ah, tragic. I bet he's overdosed in the bath.
Yeah, I think he has.
Yeah.
No more.
So,
what the hell?
in that case, we better have this. Call this episode 4 post show. Eulogy to Nerd. Okay, that's what we have to call it. And we'll just close by saying, Nerd, we don't know what's happened to you, but our hearts go out to you, and we're very sorry that you've taken your life in this way. Obviously, the stress of living the dream stories has gotten to you, and you're no longer fit to run the show. So in that case, the show will be handed over to me, Danyal, British Cup of Tea, and Mo. So take care. Bye for now.
Wow. Sorry, I find that quite amazing. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say right now. It's
Just couldn't handle the heat.
yeah. I
You
don't
can
know
tell.
if
You can tell. I mean,
think you're right.
Just couldn't handle the fame.
yeah. It's just. I mean, you look at Nerd. He doesn't look like the kind of person that can handle this kind of intense fame. So, yeah, it's very obvious that this was bound to happen at some point.
This is amazing. We're getting 4 likes because of this news about nerd saying that nerd no more.
I was just checking Radio Times. They've already run an article on it apparently.
Are they?
Yeah.
I want to see this article from Radio Times.
Yeah, I just checked. It's on there.
Let me see this.
I think Outpost Scar's going to be happy.
Outpost Scar will be happy, will they? Yeah, Eddie's throwing a party as we speak, I think.
Yeah. Let me see. Where is it? I can't find the article about it.
They're probably still writing it.
Yeah. I think the one that I saw was a draft, so that's not published yet. They're still waiting to find out more information about what's happening.
Yeah, I'm good grief.
So what do you think, Sammy? What's your opinion here? How are you affected by this how are you affected by this tragedy?
Nerd fucking no.
So does this mean he's just modern age now?
The modern age of living the dream story.
Yeah. I think Sammy's heartbroken.
Yeah.
He's stunned, eh?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's happened at such a weird time.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's stunning. It's stunning, really.
Right now.
Because we didn't really think this would happen.
Maybe that's why the last
this is
episode
unexpected.
Maybe that's why the last episode was called Nerds Farewell.
Yeah, but if he's leaving now, then I don't see why that would be. I mean, unless it's going to be next week that he announced that he's left. Don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I just find this news a tragedy. And
just I have a bit of cross promotion here whilst we're trying to come to terms with this breaking news. There is a new episode of my Doctor Who podcast online. It was uploaded last night. It covers Marco Polo and the Keys of Marinus. If you're interested, so give that a watch, give that a thumbs up, give that an upvote or whatever you do. It features me rambling for about 20 minutes about my opinions on Doctor Who. So there you go.
Well, that's good. At least people have got that to look out for, and
yeah, don't tie them over whilst they deal with this tragedy news.
Yeah. Great. I guess it's hashtag Thank You Nerd, I think.
It's hashtag RIP Nerd, I think.
Oh yeah, hashtag RIP Nerd, yeah.
So get that trending.
Yeah. Can people start?
I just got this news in at the moment. There was a post-mortem done, and according to
wait a minute.
He's back. He's muted.
He's back from the dead.
Yeah, you were saying, Chameleon. Sorry, you were saying.
I'm thinking this is going to be the police on the line now, and they'll explain the situation because Nerd is actually dead, so I don't know how he's on the cast.
Yeah, it's probably the police that have joined the hangout.
Yeah, because I did just hear that Nerd has actually died. He overdosed on marijuana, so that's the end for him.
Yeah, in the bath.
Yeah, he injected it all and he's dead.
Yeah, that's really sad news. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think, Sammy? I mean, how is the show going to recover from this loss?
Well, obviously, the scenes that were recorded for the episodes have been will be archived into the upcoming episodes, so people will be able to see Nerd's scenes in honor of his memory. So
sorry, I just need to make a brief comment. If people can leave in the comments just RIP Nerd, just to show your respects for this loss, that would be appreciated. I'm getting. I just read as well. This was written on the Rolling Stone website. Apparently, there's going to be a funeral service broadcast on live TV tomorrow night at 6 p.m. And Elton John will appear, and he'll be doing a 2014 rendition of that song that he does when people die. So Elton John will be appearing at a funeral service tomorrow night for a Modern Age Nerd, and it will be on BBC One, so definitely watch that. Candle in the Wind is the name of the song, by the way. It just got updated.
Goodness gracious. I don't know what to say.
It's sad. It's sad.
It really is. I mean, goodness gracious. I wish Nerd could speak right now and physically.
Well, he can't because he's dead.
Tell us what's going on, because I have no idea.
Well, he can't because he's dead, Sammy.
Yeah.
Maybe the police could tell us.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So in this case, what I have been told by
I don't know what the fans are thinking right now. That's the thing.
well, I think it all depends on what Nerd has written in his will, because in his will there will be something about living the dream stories for sure, about who the show goes to when he passes on. So we'll have to wait and see for that.
Yeah. Oh wait a minute. Okay. I think I'm getting some news. Further news.
Yeah.
And this is the following. Obviously, it's been said that Modern Age Nerd will be resurrected on Easter 24,069.
Wow.
So that'll be about in 4,000 years.
So comment down below how this wait is going to affect you, and if you're disappointed that you have to wait this long to see more of Modern Age Nerd, because I think the fans are going to be a bit disappointed they have to wait for another 100 years to see more of Modern Age Nerd. So, yeah. And I'm wondering if there's a possibility that we can put his soul into some sort of android and just resurrect him within the next week. Because
But however, this has not been officially confirmed. No, this is
well,
due to speculation.
No, it is confirmed because Nerd is dead, so there is no one else to confirm it.
Okay, so there is no official announcement, but okay, so so I'm getting some news about because for all those people that don't know, we've seen Living the Dream stories take form on YouTube, but many people have been asking for years, what would Living the Dream stories look like in 3D, in movie theaters? And that's why it seems in my honest opinions, or in my honest will, to state that there's going to be a movie coming up called a Living the Dream Stories movie.
Wasn't that the one to be announced in just to be released in 2015? I mean 2016. Sorry.
Well,
you know
there's
what
more to this. It's to be directed by
Peter Jackson.
by Hayden.
But Modern Age Nerd is dead.
Okay. Well, apparently some stuff have happened before he passed away, but anyway, based on the life and times of Sammy Carter, set for a release Christmas 2017.
It's been pushed back a year, has it? Jeez, this is getting rough because it was originally going to be 2016. So yeah.
Sammy, now that you've confirmed the movie for 2017, there's probably rumors going to start about saying series 5 will be the last.
Yeah, that's true. Actually.
So basically, it's going to be you're going to be having Michael D. Jones playing myself, Russell Cave playing my dad, and then you have Henry Carneville playing Modern Age Nerd, Danny DeVito playing Matrix Lord 212. I can imagine Danny DeVito doing the Matrix Lord accent. That would be great.
Oh god, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I have to wonder why Matt Berry wasn't selected to do Sammy Carter, because I think that's more of an appropriate casting choice.
Well, you never know. He might have the same accent as me. It's.
True. The classic Midlands accent, I guess. Anyway.
But
Also,
anyway, and then we also have. And then we have a Japanese actor called Kro Yon Fat who plays Comedian to us. And then we have Matt Smith as British Cup of Tea.
Wonderful.
Matt Smith playing the role as British Cup of Tea. That is just amazing. Wow.
Can I just clarify as well that I'm not actually Asian? Just because I use a picture of Mersbo on the wiki does not mean I'm actually a famous Japanese noise musician. Obviously, from my accent, you should be able to tell that I'm not fucking Japanese. So yeah, just in future, please keep that in mind.
Yeah, then we have Karen Gillan as the
I'm actually
love
Mexican.
interest called Holly. Can you believe that?
That's interesting.
Karen Gillan playing the role as Holly? Wow.
And this might be in conflict with your information, but I've received a similar set of details, and it actually says that the film is to be directed by Stanley Kubrick.
Interesting.
What about Peter Jackson?
With assistance by Peter Jackson, of course, because I hear Peter Jackson's actually quite a fan of Sammy Carter. So.
Wow.
So if you're joining us now, for all the viewers out there that are maybe a bit confused as to what's happening, Nerd has actually just died on the air. From what we understand, he injected a lethal dose of marijuana and has passed away. Peacefully, of course. It was not a painful death. And we're just coming to terms with this loss and what it means for the show. And yeah, that's about it. And if you can please leave RIP Nerd in the comment section, that'll be appreciated. Now, Sammy, I'm wondering with this movie if it's going to be in 4D. Because with the death of Modern Age Nerd, I'm thinking maybe it could be done in the fourth dimension, and that way Modern Age Nerd can interact from the spirit realm into the 3D realm. So I'm wondering if that can happen, because that way then he can make a cameo.
Well, basically,
what are your thoughts on that?
Living the dream, the life and times of Sammy Carter.
Interesting.
So it's really good. I like it.
I wonder who's going to replace Nerd for the writing jobs. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking as well. We'll have to wait and find out what's in his will, because I'm sure he went into great detail about living the dream stories and that. I'm wondering who's going to play Jacob in the movie. Because obviously Jacob will be the arch nemesis in the film, so... You there, Daniel?
Yeah, here's the plot.
Oh, we've got the plot.
Right, here we go.
What for what? The movie?
Yeah. Do you see that?
Okay, I'll read it for you, because I've got the best reading voice here out of all of us. After spending his life locked away, autistic YouTuber Sammy Carter, Michael B. Jordan, sets off on a journey across the world to meet a friend, Danny DeVito, he met online. Along the way, he falls in love with a girl named Holly, Karen Gillan, and receives help from a cocky young Australian, Hayden. Will Sammy make it to New York? Find out December 2017. So that's set to be amazing, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
I reckon it'll be a classic. I think.
And apparently there's going to be a trilogy based on my real life stories. Wow.
Wow.
I can't get over that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That looks so cool. I'm sorry, but
We've got a newcomer in the chat.
Yeah.
Hello, Fezman.
Hello.
How are you affected by this news of modern age nerd's death?
What happened?
Basically, modern age nerd died on the air.
All right. Oh, I
So
don't
how
know.
do you think this will affect the story, the series? I mean.
Well, we might have to find a new replacement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I actually wanted to try and talk to him as well, because I've been trying to get on the Sammi's podcast there, but I've been really busy with college work, so I've only really got a couple of minutes just to sort of be talking today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you wanted to say anything, then I guess go ahead.
So, well, what have we been talking about?
Basically, there's a motion picture that's going to be planned. It features Michael B. Jordan as Sammy Carter,
Or
and it's going to be released in 2017.
oh, yeah. So, well, he's doing it, like
Stanley Kubrick is apparently going to be directing it in association with Peter Jackson.
all right. And I'm sure it will be split into 2 parts.
It's going to be a trilogy apparently, so there'll be 3 parts.
All right, and I take it be like 2 or 3 hours long.
Yeah. It's going to need to be very long to condense all of that that life of Sammy Carter into it. So yeah.
But are you saying that Michael B. Jordan is playing Sammy Carter, or?
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan will be Sammy Carter.
And like, these aren't worried about like the backlash, like with the different like race, like with the Fantastic Four.
No, I think a lot of people will recognise it as a very liberal decision to choose a different race actor as to represent Sammy Carter. So
yeah. Oh, well, I got no problem with that myself. I'm just sort of wondering, if, like, because there's a whole lot of backlash of the Fantastic Four news and all. So.
Yeah. Well, I think people will accept it.
Yeah.
I think when it comes down, Sammy Carter is a character that can be played by anyone. He's in a way he represents all of us. Yeah. So you can have a female playing Sammy Carter, and it would be just as valid. So yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Right,
What's that, Sammy?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna copy and paste this.
Hang on.
Apparently the trilogy.
Okay.
Right.
Living the Dream, The Life and Times of Sammy Carter, written and directed by Hayden, which we don't know how that's happening because Hayden's dead, of course.
Yeah.
Living the Dream, The Troll Strikes Back, written and directed by J.J. Albert, set for December 2019.
Yeah.
Living the Dream, Return of the Whovian, written and directed by Christopher Nolan, set for December 2020.
Well, this is actually quite funny because I was actually thinking, would someone actually do like a biography of?
We've lost Fezman. It's interesting that it says that the first movie is to be directed by Hayden because I think that that would imply that he's actually already filmed it because he's dead, so he can't really do anything now. So this must be in the post-production stage now. Please respond. I just got some more information here about the trilogy. The trilogy will tell the story of how Sammy Carter went from an autistic version to a prime minister who doubles as a male prostitute. So that's yeah, I think that would be interesting. A lot of fans have been wanting to see that aspect of Sammy Carter put onto the big screen.
Yeah, I'm just quite surprised that there's going to be movies about me coming up.
It was in talks for a while, because I mentioned back to you, I think on like the first ever post show, that is there going to be a movie of Sammy Carter? Because a lot of fans have really been wanting to see this, so I guess they finally listened to the fans' requests.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Wow. Oh my
Now, obviously, Sammy is not going to be in the movie himself, because Michael B. Jordan is going to be playing Sammy. However, I have heard he's going to be the official consultant on the trilogy. So, how do you feel about that, Sammy?
Have a different role. Who knows? I mean, it's.
Well, you might also be like an Easter egg. They might get you in there as one of the smaller characters. Okay, I've got some news. I have some news here, Sammy.
What's that?
Basically, a second trilogy has been announced, and this is to come after the first trilogy, and it's movie 1 is going to be called First Man on Mars, and it's going to be directed by Peter Jackson, and it's set for 2023. Living the Dream: Beyond the Stars is written and directed by Quentin Tarantino, and that's going to be out in 2025. And Living the Dream: Back to Earth is written and directed by Hayden Burke, which is confusing because, of course, Hayden is dead, so we don't really know how that's going to work. Perhaps by then they're assuming that they'll have the technology to bring him back to life, so that could be the explanation there.
My God, incredible.
Also, Haley Steinfeld will be playing Sammy's sister, and Zac Efron will be playing Dane, Sammy's cousin.
Wow, that's spooky. That's spooky. So yeah, it's going to be a fun time then to be a fan.
Oh, well, sorry, what did I miss there? Just I had to go out for a couple of minutes.
They announced a few more movies in the Sammy Carter catalog.
Yeah. Alright, because, well, I was going to say, I was actually thinking, like, would someone actually direct a Sammy Carter trilogy? And these are just talking about it now.
Yeah. Well, I think it'll definitely be done. Now, I have heard that a third trilogy is in the works as well, and they're hoping that by that time they'll be able to have the technology to be able to resurrect Alfred Hitchcock, and he'll be directing all 3 of the movies. So that's something to look forward to, I think.
Yeah. So, like, is the first one going to be like a prequel series?
Yeah, it's meant to be about how Sammy goes to New York to meet Matrix. So I'm guessing it'll be about prequel to Living the Dream stories in that regard.
And you don't think there'll probably be any reboots, or maybe in like another 20 years?
I think that after we have the first trilogy of the films, there'll be a reboot of Living the Dream stories, and it'll be like a direct-to-TV one. It'll be prime time, and it'll be like Breaking Bad, I guess, in the popularity of it.
And, well, like, would be like original shows sort of be like Avenger style, where you have all like Sammy's Doctor Who friends, or are you not?
I think
sure doing
it'll be original and scripted.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Sammy, about this?
I'm quite impressed that there's going to be movies about me. I think it's going to be fun, and
Yeah.
I certainly can't wait for them. It just sounds so cool.
Yeah.
That Karen Gillan and Matt Smith are going to be doing some movies about me.
Well, who's Matt Smith playing?
Matt Smith will be British Cup of Tea.
Oh yeah. And who would Karen Gillan be?
The love interest, Holly.
Alright, yeah. Yeah. And I take it Stephen Moffat's not right, Mr. Lowe? Is he not involved? Is someone playing?
I think Stephen Moffat will be in the second trilogy.
Alright, yeah.
Because this is like the first trilogy is a prequel to Living the Dream story, so Moffat isn't involved yet.
Yeah. What about Fraser? Is Fraser Hines going to be in it? Like, is someone playing him?
I think he might actually play himself.
Alright, yeah.
I have heard, so...
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. And like, have you thought of like a tagline for it? Like on the posters and all when it's going to be advertised?
Yeah, I think it's going to be. This is what the tagline is, right? This is for the first movie. It's called "Live the Dream, See the Film."
Yeah.
And then if the second film is going to be "Real Dreams Are Lived, Not Dreamed."
Yeah.
Will Nerd be appearing in some sort of like hologram?
Alright. Yeah.
It'll be like episodes of Star Wars, how they have there's like the hologram.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I actually have a full cast list now of the people that are involved in this. So we have Michael B. Jordan as Sammy Carter. We have Henry Cavill as Hayden Burke. We have Danny DeVito as Joseph Matrix Lord. We have Brian Austin Green as Chameleon Tours. We have Haley Steinfeld as Georgia Carter, which is Sammy's sister. We have Lupita Nyong'o as Mrs. Carter. We have Russell Crowe as Mr. Carter. Matt Smith as the British Cup of Tea. Karen Gillan as Holly. Adam Driver as Jacob Mayles. Ewan McGregor as Fraser Hines. And that's about it.
Yeah, big cast list. You don't think people would say it's overcrowded, sort of like with the Man of Steel films?
No, I think for these kinds of movies, you need a lot of people in it to. And I think it'll be spread out over the course of these three films.
Now, here's something that would be really interesting for people to know.
Yeah, Sammy?
Could it be possible that this might lead into the 10th anniversary of Living the Dream stories?
Oh yeah, you could have like everyone back, like the Doctor Who 50th anniversary.
Yeah, exactly.
Why can't Living the Dream stories have a 10th anniversary at some point?
Yeah.
Why not? I don't see why that wouldn't happen.
You wouldn't be like Stephen Moffat, where he. Oh. Oh, sorry. I just got interrupted. It wouldn't be like Stephen Moffat, where like he would say like, "Oh, everyone's too old to be coming back." Like you wouldn't like agreeing with him. You like to have it.
I don't think so. No, I think Sammy is somewhat ageless. And he can appreciate it at any point in his life.
Oh, really good.
Yeah, because think about it then, if I do end up doing other things, I could always come back during the anniversaries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But the question is, what would the 10th anniversary look like?
Not sure.
Well, it could have like a massive cast list.
Yeah.
But I just find it very interesting how much the tickets are going to cost for the thing.
Yeah,
For
that's
the
an
movie
interesting
and
point.
stuff.
I
I
have heard
wonder
the tickets.
I wonder where the funding's going to come from.
I think it's going to be the profits from the Living the Dream story series 3.
And maybe Hayden left some money in his will for the movie.
Yeah.
I think you may have to do a page on it, Chameleon.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just a reminder to everyone, if you can continue leaving your comments below to say R.I.P. Nerd, because of course this tragedy is still affecting people. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's hashtag take care, bye for now, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we're getting more news.
The film will have a $300 million budget.
That's interesting.
The
That.
bills will have an estimate of $3,000 $3,000 million budget set to be released by Walt Disney Pictures. The films will supposedly be the first 12 films, which will span over 4 separate trilogies. Trilogy 1, Sammi, Trilogy 2, Sammi's son, Trilogy 2, Sammi's grandson, and the prequel with Sammi's father.
Apparently the soundtrack is going to be provided by John Williams as well.
Wow.
So that should be very good, I think.
I hope
How is
so.
Nerd commenting when he's dead?
It's the police.
Oh yeah,
They're reading from his will.
Yeah.
Wow. Any final words, Chameleon? Wait a minute.
No, I just R.I.P. Nerd, I guess.
Hang on, there's more news here. Nerd has written scripts for all 12 films and spin-offs. He's currently as credited as a director for the first trilogy.
That's interesting.
Wow.
But yeah, I think I don't really have anything else to say. I guess R.I.P. Nerd, and take care. Bye for now. And please leave your comments below.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, take care, everybody.